Hello everyone, this is Francis, and today, day 13 and 14 combined. I'm back in Vancouver. I had an amazing week in New York, and I was just thinking about all the stuff that I've learned about myself through the journey, with the interviews that I've done, with the people that I met, and few things in common I think I've come to realize is that one thing that we do a lot, or actually I do a lot sometimes, is having that mental chatter inside my brain. And this mental chatter is so destructive. And it's so destructive because it can kill our success. And I don't know if you're like me, but sometimes we're thinking about what happened in the past, or we're actually worried about what's going to happen in the future. And the cost of that, which is another huge cost, is that we're not present. And why is that important to be present? I'll give you an example. I mean, for me, at least, I think one way to be able to be present is to do what you love. And so when I was interviewing the people, I was all in the interview. I was curious. I wanted to know the insights so that I can share the nuggets to you. And so when I'm in the moment, there's a beautiful connection that happens with the people that I'm interviewing. And so there's a heart-to-heart connection. I'm curious, and then I get more information, which translate into more nuggets to the audience, to you, right? But imagine if I was thinking about the past, or if I was worried about the future while I'm in the interview. And I think it happens to many of us. It could be when we're on vacation, we're thinking about work, or when we're at work, we wish we're on vacation. And like I said, the cost is that we don't have a really good connection with what we're doing. And what we're doing has an impact for the future. So if I'm interviewing someone and I'm not present in the moment, then I don't grab all those insights, those nuggets of gold that are so important for you, for the documentary. And if I'm not present, which happened to me with one of my loved ones yesterday. I mean, I was going through the custom, made a mistake to have a conversation with someone. I had different things to do. That person, loved one, is talking to me, and then I'm not fully present. What happens, and I totally can understand that, is that the other person doesn't feel heard and listen, and then shuts down. And I totally understand that. And then you create that situation because the only one time that it's so important to invest in your time is now. And I had so many great reminders this week with the people that I talked. So Dr. Sri Kumar Rao is talking about the mental chatter that basically a lot of us have. Then you can think of Lindsay Sterling that heard so many bad comments about other people, and she could always think about what they said, which is always in the past, or worried about the future based on that comment, but she's never really present about playing the music or doing what she loves. And then there's Sparsh, a kid that we met, and obviously we're not going to release anything now, but there's a chance that we can. And there's so many things that Sparsh was saying about being present in the moment with his heart. And you're creative when you're in a moment, because when you create music or when you create anything, if you're thinking about the past or worried about the future, there's no way you can be creative. So I hope you get how the cost is so huge about not being present, which is why the one thing you can avoid is having that mental chatter. And so how do you kill it? And I think first of all is to accept it, is to be aware that it's going on, and then you can do things that you love so that you're in the zone. And another idea is to also think about what you can be grateful right now. And that's one of the things that I've done, like when I was in that storm, mentally speaking, while I'm doing all that project in New York, I just stopped a little bit and say, hey, where am I now? I'm in New York. I'm with a crew, production crew. I'm doing something that I love. I'm alive. I watched a documentary yesterday of guys that were working for Ferrari in the 50s, and 6 or 7 guys died, and I thought, man, like, I'm so lucky just to be alive. Just to be alive. These guys were heroes, and they had an amazing, life up to 35 years old, but they're gone. And I'm well over, well, not well over, but I'm 39. So I've got 4 years on top of that, and I'm so grateful just to be alive. I hope that this resonates to you, like I said. And if you like this, share it to other people. follow the channel. This is a very good way for us to continue to do what we do. And thank you so much for watching. Have an amazing weekend, and we'll talk to you soon. And I still don't know how to close this thing.